Hello and welcome to True Guidance Tarot. I'm Adriana Teodoro-Dier. I'm a spiritual medium and intuitive reader. I have a special Halloween message for Capricorn. And to let you know how this works, I've asked my guides and spirit to bring a message through the cards that will be deeply meaningful and helpful for you this week as you navigate what's going on. If you are new to this channel, welcome. So glad you're here. And I strongly encourage you to subscribe so that you can stay in contact with this high vibration information from Spirit every week. It really helps us to keep both our earthly minds and our spiritual selves engaged as we navigate our paths. And if you're returning, you probably noticed we have a little bit of a different setup. This is my special Halloween tarot card reading setup. And let's get straight into your message. So I have a new deck, and because it's Halloween, wanted to draw a card from it for you to augment what's going on with your reading. And I can't say this guy's name, some kind of Greek, but it's the Five of Cups. And it's a guy, and he's got a staff with two serpents twined around it. I know that his name means serpent bearer. And we also have the glyphs of Scorpio and Neptune on here. Fun fact, this is actually the 13th zodiac sign. People that have believed that the constellations have shifted, this is our 13th sign. I am not one of those people. I stick with the traditional. But it's an interesting energy because it turns out it's the only water in your reading. And with this card, I'm getting a strong theme and message of healing, to always look for the healing aspect of what you're doing. And that's going to come clear once we start talking about the cards. So I'm going to put him down for a second. The energy around you this week is the Tower. So this is the week of like the SH word hits the fan, right? Things are just falling down around you. Old beliefs, old structures. It just kind of seems like for a second the world is falling apart. And quite frankly, when all of our situations were unfolding in the spring, I felt like the whole world was in a tower. And I feel like we've been in the tower for a long time. But for some reason this week, this is kind of coming up locally for you. So this might mean something within your work, within your family. It's just old beliefs that are trying to come down, and it may look a little chaotic, it may look a little violent. However, I am very happy to report that you are standing your ground as the King of Pentacles. This is not really bothering you, this shakedown. So it may be that, maybe two things. It may be that you're too stubborn to want to change, or that you're just able to keep your calm, keep your cool, and hold your ground in this particular reading. So you're standing up as that very tall, rooted, responsible, and capable person, able to handle anything. And you're the type of person aligned with this King of Pentacles that other people depend on. So in a nutshell, you're staying in your energy despite the chaos that's around you. Now this next part, very interesting. It's not Christmas, but you happen to have three kings in your reading. We had the We Three King of the Pentacles. Now we have King of Swords going into the King of Wands, and then facing the Ace of Pentacles. So with this shakedown comes an opportunity. That's our Ace of Pentacles here. Comes an opportunity to try something new, to grow something new. And I feel like this is a very practical thing that is going to unfold for you. It's not kind of like, well, we have a new ideology, or we have a new passion, or we have a new direction. This is like, nope, I have a new thing that I'm going to grow. And there's a lot of planning that has gone into this, our King of Swords. And there's also a lot of energy, entrepreneurial, risk-taking, go-getting energy. It's almost like, when the stock market falls, and like the Tower, you have the chance to invest in things because their value is very low. It's kind of the feeling I'm getting here. But you're being told that this is the week to try that new direction you've been thinking about, to try that new thing you've been thinking about. And you're in a good position. You've really done the research, you've done the homework, it's time to move forward. So now we go, okay, well then what's the other aspect of this? Why do we have this as the theme for our reading? The only king we're missing is the King of Cups, the emotional element, how does this support other people? How does this deepen my relationships with other people element? We don't have that here. In fact, we mostly have kings that are pretty just self-sufficient. They're interested in themselves. They get their own things done. They do their own projects. So this is a cautionary that this is the element that is missing from your plan. And Five of Cups in other decks often deals with loss. So it's like we've lost sight of the emotional component of your great plan. And in order for plans to succeed, they have to be emotionally valuable, and I want to say the word viable to other people. So let me back up, because again, when I read collective energies, there's so many different types of energies coming that I want to make sure that I'm addressing as many as possible. So this is the kind of practical thing of make sure that your venture leaves you time for emotional pursuits, like connections with your friends and family. This also means that you need to keep, if this is business, keep your clients and your customers' emotional experience of your product or whatever you're selling. Keep that at the forefront. People engage emotionally. It is emotions that people touch. Most of us haven't progressed completely into our prefrontal cortex. Some of us still live in the hindbrain, but emotions are what talk to people. Facts and realities, all of that, yeah, makes sense, but at the end of the day, it's emotions that grab people. But it's also just making sure that in your moving forward, in your entrepreneurial spirit, do not run over the possibility of providing a better experience for someone else. There's a better emotional healing experience that someone could have with what you're trying to create, but maybe that's not even part of your thinking because maybe it's not cost effective. So what am I trying to say? Like, if you're building a new business, this means thinking about subjective things like, what should the artwork look like? What should my reception room feel like? When someone walks into my building and then they walk out, how do they feel after they see me? And for someone who just looks at numbers and figures, that's kind of like, well, why do we need to think about that? That's not cost effective. But actually, that is cost effective, because when someone comes in and has a good emotional experience, they want to come back. They want to refer their friends. They want to help you grow because they felt good. It's really that simple. If you make somebody feel good, they want more to do with you. If someone feels bad after having been with you, they're probably not going to want to support what you're doing. So I hope this is making sense, to really start to consider that emotional element as well as these other strategic elements. Mercury retrograde has been playing havoc with my speech today, so thanks for sticking with me. But anyway, I think that's it. I think we're going to close the We Three Kings reading here. And let me know if you've got questions or comments. I always value and enjoy hearing from you. And if you're interested in a private reading, I just wanted to let you know that I do offer them over Zoom. And I also can offer them pre-recorded. So if you're too busy to sit down for a Zoom call, but you would like some insight on a situation, I'm happy to record that video and send it to you so you can get the benefit of that information. Feel free to email me, trueguidance.tarot@gmail.com, or you can check out my website, trueguidancetarot.com. And I'll look forward to seeing you next week. Have a good one.